What's going on, everyone? It's Marcellus back with another video. Today, we really got to talk about Baby Doge because I don't think everybody's ready. But are you ready, Baby Doge Army, for these massive gains? And I'm talking about with Baby Doge Swap. This is about to be huge. It's about to come out. So, we're going to talk about all this today. We're going to do some technical analysis because something big is forming up right now in the technicals. So, first, we're going to go over the technicals and then we're going to go over the major stuff coming with the Baby Doge Swap. So, we're going to talk about all this today. So definitely stick around to the end of the video. Also, I'm going to start doing live streams, so prepare for that. I might even do one today. Who knows? Also, hit the like button and subscribe if you like the Baby Doge videos. Leave a comment in the comment section and let me know what you all want me to go over next. And if you want to become a member of the channel, definitely go ahead and do that. I'll go over any crypto that the members want me to go over next. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Let's get straight over it. So, first things first with Baby Doge, we're going to talk about the technical analysis. So as you can see here with Baby Doge, you can actually see the 24-hour market control is in control by the bulls by 80%. So we're 80% bullish here with Baby Doge when we look at it from the 15M chart, which is relatively short-term chart. So we're definitely pretty bullish right now. But what I do want to mention right now is we are inside this red area here. We're like right in between these two red areas. So when you see the red bars, that's supply and demand or less demand. The green bar is supply and demand and more demand. So really the red bar is resistance, green bar is support. Right now, what you're seeing with the Baby Doge, we're now another leg higher here. So if you watch my technical analysis video from yesterday, when I talked about that at the end of the video, you can actually see I was like, look, this is mini consolidation. And what comes after that is typically another leg up. And that's exactly what we're doing here. So I like to call this mini consolidation as well. And you can see it's doing a mini consolidation period here. And what we're going to see is another rise to this resistance all the way up here. So expect Baby Doge now to go up to 1600. Like I was talking about that earlier, the 1620 or the 1650 area. We're going to go somewhere around there. And then when Baby Doge Swap actually comes out, we're going to see some massive gains coming in here for Baby Doge. So you're going to end up seeing Baby Doge going from that 1650 I just talked about all the way up to 1900. So that's going to be big. That's going to be major. And as you can see here, the Baby Doge Swap is about to go live soon because look, we had 15K retweets. And remember what they said. They said if we get 15K retweets, they'll do the test net one day early. And they were going to do it on the 15th, but they're going to do it one day early, which technically means it's going to be tomorrow on the 14th. So we're going to have some huge stuff coming out here for Baby Doge and the test net. So this is going to be really big. So I want to show some other stuff here. I'm going to go over all this. Don't worry about that, but we're still going to do some technical analysis here. So like I said, you're probably going to end up seeing Baby Doge rising all the way up here to this 1900 area. So what is going to happen after the Baby Doge swap? Are we going to continue to pump after that, or are we going to do a pullback? So what I believe is going to happen after Baby Doge swap is this. First of all, you got to look at this resistance that we're hitting. When we hit that 1900 resistance, expect a pullback, right? I'm expecting a pullback back down to either 1700 or back to 1500 or 1600, not 1500. But yeah, either back to 1700, which is this area here, and it's supply and demand or less demand, or we come back to the 1600 area, which we have marked down here. I think more than likely what we'll do is hit that 1900 and then pull back to 1600 with Baby Doge. So that's probably after, the whole test net is live and everything. But then you got to remember, it's just the test net. It's not like the full Baby Doge swap. It's not like it is Baby Doge swap, but it's just the test net version. So let's say that we get the normal, like the big normal Baby Doge swap that everybody's going to be trading on. When that comes, that's when the actual massive gains come. So I'm not even worried about the test net. The test net is going to be nice. We're going to see a nice little pump, and the test net will probably be what brings us up here to 1900. So that's just going to be a minor pump. That's why I'm talking about major pump. Now, major pump, I'm not saying like we're going to do 100% like in like a day or something like that. No, I'm saying like we could do 25 to 50% with a major pump when the actual Baby Doge swap comes out. And that's what I believe is going to happen. I believe some nice numbers are going to be done here with Baby Doge. So I think that from 1900, 1900, like I said, is going to be where the test net is probably going to bring us. And then you're probably going to end up seeing over here about 2300. 2300 is going to be that next area for our resistance. And that 2300 resistance is ultimately what's going to have us pulling back. So we're probably going to see a rejection at the 2300 resistance. And then you actually may see that rejection bringing us back to 1900. And then after that, we can see some more pumps. And for that, we actually need to look at the 4-hour chart because the 4-hour chart is more of a longer term chart. So like I was saying here with Baby Doge, the 2300, I think when the actual swap comes live, not just the test net, but the actual swap, when we actually see the swap coming live, I think the 2300 area is going to be just that initial resistance, right? That initial pullback, bringing us back down to the 1900, like I said. But when the actual swap comes, this is probably going to bring us all the way up here to maybe 2800, and we might even see 3200 again with Baby Doge, because I don't know if you all know, but like we hovered around 3200 for a while during the last bull market, and that was really where we are dominating. So this area here, this Fibonacci retracement, we were dominating that area for the longest time in Baby Doge, and that area seemed so low back then, but now it's seeming really high. So actually, if you look over here, you can see exactly what I'm talking about here. We dominated that area around here, around the 3200 area. We stayed around 3200 from around the 4th of April. And then if you go all the way back here, we were still there around the 12th of February. So yeah, that's about 3 months. And then we are still around that 3200 area way back inside of January. And if you look back over here for November, we were also around 3200. So we have a long history of hovering around 3200 when we're pumping. So I actually think Baby Doge has the potential to reach the 3200 when the swap comes. And look, this is just initially when the swap comes. Think about what the swap is going to do for Baby Doge over time. Think about the money that's going to flow into Baby Doge because of this swap. So you got to think about that. There's going to be a lot of money flowing through Baby Doge, and that's going to be due to stuff like farming, staking, and we're going to have so much more. And it's just crazy. And also NFT stakings. So there's going to be a lot of opportunities here to make money off of Baby Doge, and you're just going to see people throwing money in it back to back. And typically, when Baby Doge rises, it trends everywhere. And when it trends everywhere, everybody's talking about it, everybody's buying it, everybody's searching for it, everybody's doing everything to try to get Baby Doge and to try to push it out even more. So I think there's going to be huge potential here for Baby Doge once the actual swap comes out. The testnet's going to be pretty cool. But yeah, I think there's going to be huge potential here. So definitely wait for that. But yeah, I'm definitely expecting Baby Doge to rise up here to this resistance pretty soon. And that's going to bring us around the 1820 for the lower side of the resistance and 1920 for the higher side of that resistance. So I think that this is probably going to help happen soon here. You can see we already bounced down on our support here. So since we bounced from our support, now we're heading up here to this resistance. So this is going to be a second time we're trying to retest this, as we already tried to retest this resistance back here on the 9th of August. Now we're about to try to retest it again. So hopefully we can actually pass that. Now, kind of looking at Bitcoin a little bit here, I'm really impressed with Bitcoin right now. I'm really impressed with the moves that Bitcoin is making. So first thing we want to talk about here with Bitcoin, the bulls. The bulls are inside of the 24-hour market control, in control of the 24-hour market control by 80%. So we're 80% bullish here with Bitcoin. Now, the reason this is so important is because I want you to look at something for the 4-hour chart for Bitcoin. It's very, very impressive. Look at how we're getting, let me take off these indicators. Look at how we're getting these higher lows. Look at this. Boom, boom, boom. Higher lows every single time. Every single time. Now we're making new higher lows. We're making higher highs every single time. And I'm going to keep mentioning this every single day because this is true. Like, we're making these higher lows. And just look at this. It's just a straight path upwards. Now, this could be a bull trap. I'm going to be completely honest. It could be a bull trap. Look at what happened here. We started to do the same thing back here from the 11th of May all the way up here until about the 9th of June. And we thought we were going to become bullish, but we did not do it. And now you're seeing Bitcoin in the whole crypto market from the 18th of June all the way up here to the 13th of August. And it could do the exact same thing. It's a longer time period over here, but it could do the exact same thing that it did before. So I'm just kind of waiting on things. I want to see what happens. This is definitely kind of confusing. It's hard to know exactly what we're going to do. And actually, if you look back here from the 25th of January all the way up here to the 28th of March, we did the same thing. We started to pump. So we always have this thing where we have these major crashes in Bitcoin followed by the pump afterwards. And then we have another major crash. So it keeps happening like this over and over again. And it's kind of funny because it's a pattern that we see over and over again here with Bitcoin and the whole overall crypto market. Now, I do want to look over here for the 15-minute chart again. So definitely look at this 15-minute chart. You can see over here on the oscillator that the bears are in control a little bit by the market, but you still see that it's still 80% bullish. But you can still see on the oscillator that it is looking a little bearish because now we're having less buying and more selling for Bitcoin. And now that you see that the selling's kind of ending, this kind of means that we're probably going to get up some buying coming in now. So you can actually, or in a little bit, not like right now, but in a little bit, you can see right here that the buying or that the selling has actually ended. So notice how after it ended here off that oversold area, this whole area was oversold. And then right as it peaked and ended, you can see right here, that's when we start to rise. So now what you're seeing here with Bitcoin, the same thing's happening again, where we had this buying and then it stopped. And then we had that selling, which is represented by this area here. And then after that selling is done, now you're seeing it coming on the upside. And now we're getting buying pressure coming into Bitcoin. So we actually may see Bitcoin start rising a little bit more now. So prepare for that. Also, looking at the 4-hour chart again, let's look over here. So on the 4-hour chart, you can still see we're still bullish by 60%. And if you look over here at the oscillator, you can see we did have some selling, but now we're back inside of our buying phase here with Bitcoin. But now we're at the bottom of that buying phase, which kind of shows that we might actually have some selling. So yeah, I know there's all these indicators showing that we're about to have some buying, and then we get more indicators showing that there's going to be selling. So I'm going to explain this in the 15M chart. When you looked at it, the indicators are pretty much indicating towards buying because we're peaked at our selling and now we're going on that wave upwards. You can see it's going up now. So now you're going to see buying coming in for the short term because the 15M chart is a short term. But when you look over here at the 4-hour chart, you can see there was already selling, but then we had buying. But now we're at the bottom of that buying, indicating selling is about to come next. So that's why I like to look at both the short term and the long term. Because long term, it kind of shows that we're about to sell out here in the crypto market. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean Baby Doge is going to sell out. You got to think, we're coming out with Baby Doge swap. Like, this is a major catalyst for us. So I don't think there's any problem right now with Baby Doge dropping. I don't think Baby Doge is going to drop as much as like Bitcoin and all that. I actually think Baby Doge is going to continue to pump for a little longer, and then we'll have our little pullback, or really our correction. But yeah, that's just what I believe is going to happen. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. But let's talk about some other things here with Baby Doge. So as you can see over here, Baby Doge doing some numbers today. Right now, only up 2.8%. Not too bad, not too shabby. You can see over here for the rest of the crypto market, Bitcoin being up 1.6%. So Baby Doge is outperforming Bitcoin, and Ethereum's outperforming Baby Doge just by a little bit. And then you can see BNB is just sideways moving right now, and all the other meme coins are just kind of moving a little bit sideways too. So not much gains in the crypto market right now, but we are seeing a lot more holders coming into Baby Doge. So yesterday we had 1,601,842 holders. Today we have 1,602,408 holders. So that's a lot of holders overnight. We almost got 1,000 holders overnight. That's really nice. So I want to see some more and more holders coming through. And let's show some more things here for Baby Doge. So as I was talking about earlier, we got the 15K retweets. So the big thing about this 15K retweet is that we're going to get a day early with the Baby Doge testnet. And I think that we're going to get it tomorrow. We should be getting it tomorrow because that's what they said. So I definitely want to see it tomorrow. I don't know how they're going to go about picking people who are going to be using the testnet, but who knows? Maybe we'll see. And then over here, you can see they actually made that announcement. Testnet goes live in 3 days. And then they made a correction because we got the 15K retweets. And now it says in less than 3 days. So yes, we should be getting the testnet in less than 3 days, technically tomorrow. Now, also over here, you can see that we are mentioned by Bitcoin News. Again, this is huge because Bitcoin News is the largest Bitcoin news outlet on Twitter. I believe it's the largest Bitcoin news outlet on Twitter. Don't mark me on that. But still, this is huge. 2.6 million followers, and they're promoting us to their followers. That's really big. So it says most crypto asset values have improved over the last month, and meme-based crypto assets like Doge, Sheep, and Baby Doge have also advanced against the US dollar. So yeah, we're now getting mentioned with the likes of Doge and Sheep and on the Bitcoin News official page. So that's huge also. Now, don't forget, we got a lot of other stuff from this whole, there's so much stuff happening for Baby Doge. So you can see over here, now we're getting listed to CedoX. So this is going to be another big listing. Well, not a major listing, but it's still big that we're getting listed to all these different platforms, all these different exchanges. So yes, we're going to be getting listed to CedoX. I know they're a small exchange, but they said at the end of the month we should be getting that listing. So I think a lot of these small little exchanges are going to start listing Baby Doge, just like how Sheep and Doge got listed to a lot of small exchanges. You also got to think about OKCoin. OK Coin was pretty small, and then they started listing stuff exclusively. They exclusively listed Miami Coin and New York City Coin. I'll make another video on those. I actually still hold my Miami Coin, believe it or not. I know a lot of people were probably thinking it's a scam, but it's literally I don't. It's not a scam. It's literally the coin of Miami and the coin of New York. There's no way that the mayors of those cities can be scamming people, because if they were, they would literally be behind bars right now. Let's be completely honest. But yeah, I still hold Miami Coin. I still believe in it. So I'll talk about that in another video. But still, how OK Coin listed those exclusively, they actually started to garner a lot of attention from people. And now I think these small exchanges exclusively listing Baby Doge, this is gonna be huge. This is gonna be really big for us. So, anyways, moving on. Look at this. We burned 18.59K today. That's about 10.87 trillion Baby Doge. Really good stuff there. And you can also see Baby Doge now at the 339 million estimated fiat value. So yeah, we're getting a lot of money coming in with Baby Doge. Lots of burns happening. And I looked at my reflections, and since all this pumping has been happening, I got about 1.5 billion in reflections. So I just want to put things into perspective. Within the past few days, I got 1.5 billion in reflections, right? So let's just multiply that 1.5 billion by our target price with Baby Doge, which is 67. Could happen next year, could happen the year after that, but that's the target price for Baby Doge. So look, at 67, within the last few days, I technically made $150. If I hold it till 67, yeah, I made $150. And that's crazy because I've made more than this because I have more Baby Doge wallets. So this is just crazy that all these reflections are just flowing in like water. So imagine I get 10 billion in reflections, right? Imagine I just keep hodling my Baby Doge all the way up to 61, and this is probably how much I'm gonna get by then, maybe 10 billion, actually way more than 10 billion. Let's be completely honest. I got 1.5 billion within the matter of like 3 to 4 days. So when we actually start pumping, just imagine how much you're gonna have over the time span of a year or two. This is the significance of Baby Doge. It's literally passive income. So let's just say I just hold my Baby Doge forever, and then I was just like, look, I'm just gonna hold till I get 100 billion. So that could be years, but still, look at what we could have at 61 just holding with those reflections. That will be $10,000 just in reflections. That means you get all your money back from the taxes from Baby Doge. You got to look at it like that. So, anyways, this is pretty much all I got for y'all today. I just wanted to kind of go over all this stuff and let you know exactly what I thought about what's going to happen next with Baby Doge and Baby Doge Swap. But yes, if you're not ready, Baby Doge Army, prepare because we're going to be seeing massive gains and you do not want to miss out on them at all. But yeah, definitely go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you all want me to go over next. Remember, if it's not your keys, it's not your crypto. You're definitely going to want to go ahead and check out the link in the description for the Ledger Nano X or S. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. As always, I'll be back with another video.